What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shocker, the 96 Joker with our Sunset Week 17 build. If you guys are excited, leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new. Join the Phil Shocker crew today because you'll be filling with the king of the crew. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and break down this team builder. If you guys are excited, yeah, I already did my intro. So we are going against the Graplock Grill Masters in Who the Grill. I think that's what his name is. He and I are really locked in for playoffs. I believe we are both 4-1 as of time of recording this. Obviously, I have not played my week 6 game yet. So depending on how results go, we will be both going into this matchup either 5-1, both 4-2, one going in 5-1, and one going to 4-2. So this is a relatively a big game right here. Whoever wins this game essentially only has to win at least 1 or 2 games to clinch their playoff ticket, guaranteed. So definitely a very important game for us here today. So, but this is a rough matchup. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is a very rough matchup for me because I feel like a good amount of my team just does not have the good best of matchup. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to say the least. But yeah, so let's break down his team. He's got Mega Scizor, Infernape, Slow King, Regieleki, Dust Noir, my bad. Hydreigon, Slurpuff, Gliscor, Rhyperior, Roselia, and Raticate. So looking at this matchup, there's no way he's bringing Raticate versus me. There's no way he's bringing Roselia, Rhyperior versus me. I think these three are definitely not showing up. I have pretty strong confidence he's not going to bring Gliscor this week because Gliscor really doesn't match up that well, especially when I have Hail on my side. And again, it just gets pressured really heavily. I do think there's a decent chance Slurpuff could come as a special Calm Mind Slurpuff set or Cotton Guard Slurpuff weakness policy set, which would definitely be something I would probably thought about doing. But um, it's going to be one of these mods that's going to be really interesting to see what he can bring with it. The 6 that I do see can potentially be the only 6 I can maybe see bringing versus us. But again, I can see the slight options of adding Slurpuff, and I do see the potential to add maybe Gliscor. But again, there's just so much of my team that can just kind of check it. So looking at his team, I think Mega Scizor easily comes. Mega Scizor is super scary versus my team, especially if it's speed going. Infernape is going to most likely have to be Choice Scarf this week just to be able to handle some of my things throughout the automizing and stuff like that. So definitely a massive problem right there. Slow King is just an annoying wall for a good part of my team, so it definitely is going to be something to hate there. Regieleki is just super really fast, and I really do not have the best electric immunities besides my ground type, my Volt Absorb. But Regieleki I do think can come as a screen user though for this matchup, so I definitely think like Volt Switch, Light Screen, Reflect, and either maybe Ancient Power or something like that to kind of handle my Thunderous. It's just something you can see right there. Dusknoir I think comes. Dusknoir could just be a really annoying Will-O-Wisp kind of Trick Room setter potentially as well for this matchup. And it's just really annoying because he's got a decently good Trick Room core here with Slow King plus Dusknoir. He's got a few things that are good with Trick Room, but doesn't really want to rely on that. And I do think Hydreigon comes because of the matchup. I do think Hydreigon's going to either be set up or it's going to be Scarf. Excuse me. But there's just a lot of options for this matchup. So, yeah, I'm really nervous for this game because I would love to win this game. Because if I haven't won my week 6 game yet, I would really like to win this game. Because if we go into this game 5-1, we only have to win 2 more games to clinch playoffs. And winning this game will give us that potential option to only have to worry about winning 1 more game the rest of the season. So with that being said, let's break down the team we are bringing this week. We're first off kicking off here with Crocky, mate, our crocodile. And yes, I will use this somewhat Australian accent for every time I say crocodile's name because it's just funny. But let's say Australians are funny. I love Australians. They're pretty cool people from the land down under. But we have Crocodile here with knockoff Fire Fang, Earthquake, and bulk up, 96 HP, max attack, 64 in Spadef, 96 speed. The speed lets me be faster than max speed. Slurpuff, so if Slurpuff doesn't even try to come in and switch on me after I bulk up, I can pretty much pressure that thing heavily with Earthquake and knock it out. I do live at least 1 Dazzling Gleam, which is pretty good. Unless he's going to try and go for the thing. But if he's like, obviously the berry, that's just he's a belly drum set, which means he's going to more likely only click play rough, Earthquake, and knock it out. We are running Moxie. I am a little bit risking it a little bit with this one because I think Moxie maybe is not the right play. But I think it's the ability of choice. 'Cause I looked at his options for Intimidate. Like there were things like Scizor, Infernape, but knowing my history with Infernape, when they say a team, especially like a Hail team or any Sand team and stuff like that, Infernape always loves to run special, especially for priority as well as for the option that, if I'm a Scarf Crocodile and you're not Scarfed, special Infernape, you're a Nasty Plot set, you just run Vacuum Wave. So that's why I am running the Chople Berry. Chople Berry is specifically there to check Infernape, which is going to be very important. I have to bring something in to check Infernape, but that's gonna be the main issue with that. Crocodile, I think, can actually put in a lot of work, especially if we start bulking up right there. Because once we start bulking up, we can take hits from Ducksnore, we can take hits from Scizor. We're able to just take some hits in general, and we can just really fire up some main hits right there. And Crocodile hopefully can be able to break. This might be potentially our win con here, and that's a little risky to say because there's going to be at least one guaranteed wall of this thing, and that is Slowking, which I'm not looking forward to. But we're on Shell Smash Surf, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, 24 HP, max special attack, and enough speed to where we are faster than max speed. Um, Max speed Regieleki, which I'm pretty sure will outspeed Choice Scarfed Hydreigon and Choice Scarf Infernape, from what I remember. Actually, let's just double check that. Like Infernape, Choice Scarf, Reggie, Alecki. Yeah, see, outspeed's it guaranteed. So we'll be out faster than everything after we hit a Shell Smash. So that's really good to know right there. And we pretty much sweep with Blastoise. We have to be very careful with Blastoise and mindful for we essentially could win with Blastoise. The one problem I have right there is if Sticky Webs do come versus us, we are actually not bringing any removal this week. We'll have to rely on the White Herb and then hopefully not pull off our Shell Smash to the correct option and then just take the chances with our defenses drop. So definitely something to know from there. We're bringing Mega Gallade here, our Crusader, who hasn't been able to help do too much with the team just because again we had to sack it off at certain times or it just gets cheated out of rolls or anything like that. But we're at 96 HP max attack and 160 in the speed with the Sword Stance, Drain Punch, Knockoff, and Fire Punch. Um, I might change Fire Punch. I don't know, but this is designed to kind of basically after a Sword Dance, I should essentially be able to knock out Slowking unless it is a max defensive set instead of a sped up set. In my opinion, I think a sped up set is more better than a physically defensive set against my team for things I have. So I definitely expect special Slowking or really specially defensive AV with slight defense investment Slowking. But again, I just expect maybe something like leftovers because I think Trick Room looks really good against my team. And he's got like a couple of Trick Room core pieces that he can really use against. So I do expect. I don't know if I'm expecting Colberry. I could expect something maybe like leftovers or something like that. But I don't really know. It could just really be up in the air for what he wants to do. But basically, on Fighting Stab, besides pretty much the Slowking and the Dusknoir and Slurpuff, fighting coverage is pretty good. Um, I'm really debating on putting Ice Punch on here because I feel like Ice Punch would be good to have for the Gliscor in case I need to beat the Gliscor 1v1. But again, if Gliscor happens to roost on me, I just Drain Punch that thing and knock it out. And I'm pretty sure I should be able to just comfortably be able to Drain Punch. Actually, let's look at a calculator. Mega Gallade. Sword Stance at +2 versus Gliscor. Um, Drain Punch. In Drain Punch is See, it's because it's reduced. But then again, I can kind of just bounce off the air like that. Knock off if he doesn't have his poison heal or anything like that, and then two Drain Punches knock him out, or just go for the knockoff in general, and then I can go for Drain Punches. Could still basically help us continuously win the game unless he's going to spam Roost, because then if he's spamming Roost, then he's laying it down. But yeah, ultimately, Mega Glades here is hoping to help break here. But again, I might switch Fire Punch because I honestly don't know what to run for our second move. I don't know if I want to run Zen Headbutt or not. If I don't think it's really necessary. Let me look at Dusknoir actually here. Dusknoir. Let's just say it's a tank set. Knockoff at +2 actually knocks that thing out, which is pretty damn funny. But yeah. So I don't. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll get back to it and put it on there while you're thinking about it. But yeah, that's Mega Glade. Up next, we're running ACDC, our Thunderous, and we're kind of running a relatively risky Thunderous bring. We are running the Double Dance set. Now, the ideal for this Double Dance set is to work is I want to click Nasty Plot first, then Agility. We are running Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, and Agility. Like I said, we were in 24 HP max special attack and 232 speed. We are faster than Hydreigon if it's not choice scarf, so that's really good. But once we get to +2, we're faster than every single thing on his team, guaranteed. The risk I have here with Thundurus is that if for some reason Gliscor does come, I don't have a check to Gliscor. And if I don't beat Gliscor before Thundurus comes in, then I just straight up lose this game. Because if it's Thundurus versus Gliscor 1v1, there's no way I win unless I can. Well, in theory, he can't relatively touch me because if he's got Stealth Rocks, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Roost, he can in theory beat me 1v1, but then it comes down to me going for, like Focus Blast and stuff. I am running the Magnet because Magnet boosted attacks pretty much hit his team relatively hard. There's just a few things I don't really appreciate it. Like, there's some stuff that I think just doesn't bring well. Thunderbolt spam is pretty really good in this matchup, so again, the idea is to go for probably the Nasty Plot first, then set up the agility if I see the opportunity to set up. It also just really depends on what he brings in front of me that it's going to be, again, one of those deal breaker moves. But up next is kind of a little bit of a risky bring on our end, especially when he's got two amazing checks to this thing relatively. We were running Earthquake, Firefast, Heavy Slam, and Leech Seed on our Tilted Towers here with the leftovers. Max HP, 4 in attack, 112 in defense, 140 speed depth with the sassy nature. So this is more of a especially defensive Celesteela against his team. So if we can get a beast boost going, this thing can actually be able to sit in front of his team and just wall it. We have Leech Seed there, which is really good because it gets annoying recovery. Heavy Slam spam is pretty decent good. Fire Blast is there just with the Scissor. Earthquake is to check any potential Regieleki or Invernape switch-ins on us, which is going to be relatively good for us there. And last but not least is potentially going to be the win con of this game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think could actually win us the game here. We're in Regidrago, the battle of the new Reggies. Regieleki versus Regidrago here. Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Fire Fang, and Dragon Energy with the Expert Belt. At +1 with a Jolly Nature, it's already a relatively good roll. I think it was actually with Adamant, actually, but now with Jolly. +1, I think had a chance to kill, but now with +2, Scizor definitely dies. I can take any hit from Scizor. And we are, I do have Dragon Energy on here. Actually, I'm going to probably get rid of Dragon Energy. I might put Body Slam. I might put Outrage. I don't know. I guess Scale Shot would kind of be a wasted move in a way. I'll think about that fourth move, but basically the main idea is just Dragon Claw and Fire Fang everything, which pretty much just nukes a lot of his team, which is going to be relatively good for us there as well. 92 HP, max attack, and 164 speed. With a +1 speed, we are faster than his fastest thing, which is Infernape. With a second speed boost going up, we are faster than Scarf Infernape, which means we are faster than every single thing on his team, including, even if like Regieleki is faster than Scarf Infernape, again, Regieleki cannot even touch me, and I just destroy that thing with a Dragon Claw. So very important matchup this week for Regidrago because Regidrago is going to be putting it in. Regidrago is also one of our two kill leaders for the season. Believe it or not, our kill leader is Auroras when we have only used that thing like 2 or 3 games. And Regidrago is basically tied with Celesteela for 5 kills. So we've been doing really successful with seeing these tanky offensive mons, which is really good. But again, I'm gonna figure out this move I want. Either it's gonna be Outrage, Body Slam, or something. But until next time, guys, I'm Phil Shocker in the Nice Hedgehog. Stick tuned for the battle, which will happen whenever it does. But until next time, I'm Phil Shocker in the Nice Hedgehog. I'll see you guys later. Peace.